Forbes India presents Top 30 Talent Leaders of 2023, powered by Indeed.
Hi, my name is Madhu Menon. I head the talent acquisition function for Deloitte India. I'm a passionate talent professional with over 2 decades of domestic and international experience in leading various talent roles like talent acquisition, talent management, organization development, diversity and inclusion, etc. I'm proud of being a people and business evangelist, enabling talent to be a catalyst for business and organization success. I love traveling, listening to music, and a recent fitness enthusiast. Well, my passion for HR has grown over time. In my view, it's one of the most dynamic profession one could choose as a career. It promotes you to build your own brand, grow not only through ranks but also being instrumental in shaping organization culture and being a strategic pillar for business and organization growth. It gives you immense opportunity to learn and grow across industries and build expertise in multiple facets of human resource function. Over past 1 decade, HR has really evolved like never before. We have been able to create a competitive edge for our business and organizations by our ability to ideate, transform, and innovate the talent landscape that has been exceptional and experiential one. At the beginning of my career, I worked with various industries, managing operational roles in human resources, which eventually motivated me to pursue management studies in HR. Post qualifying, I joined and spent a decade with Ernst Young, grew through the ranks from an executive to a managerial level. During my stint there, I got an opportunity to manage multiple engagements across businesses in talent acquisition, talent management, organization development, and diversity and inclusion. After EY, I got an opportunity to be a head of HR for an engineering firm in UAE. The role entailed me to establish various HR functions for their Gulf offices. Post my return from UAE to India back, I held multiple leadership roles in Big Four consulting firms, leading big teams, contributing to HR processes, HR functions, and have been instrumental in driving HR transformation. I have led special talent projects in my organization by building culture of courage, gig workforce, alternate career paths, diversity of thought, and total rewards. The keynotes that have emboldened my journey so far has been curiosity to learn, strengthen people network, being empathetic, agile, and authentic. And I'm a firm believer of culture and ethics. Well, I think talent leaders have got evolved, especially in last 2 years, by being resilient to the challenges and changes the economic downturn is giving to us. I think we have been able to strike a right balance, and the coming year is a true reflection of this again. It would be challenging for the talent leaders to strike a right balance between what is important and what is urgent. What we see which is in the future is where the talent leaders will continue to have pressure to control cost and incremental expenditures but still contribute to the business continuity and growth. On the other side, we have to be future ready, analyze the future of work, looking for new generation which are going to enter the talent space, creating progressive plans which can really address the skill gap. And digital revolution is here to stay, where human resources would require to address by having processes and systems which helps in cost efficacy and increasing productivity. On few areas like white hiring, today we are conservative in looking at the hiring which we are doing, but still meeting the skill gap has been a difficult issue for an organization. We are looking for the best candidates and being an employer of choice for the workforce which is entering into the market. We really have to address this gap very quickly to be able to be an employer of choice for this talent. Today, we would be leveraging our internal mobility and also to give more paths to gig working, and utilizing and leveraging our internal talent would be of a bigger interest. Diversity and gender inclusion would continue, where equal opportunities in terms of pay and position would again take a center stage. The most important challenge which the talent leaders are going to focus would be on mental health and well-being of the talent. We would require to be more engaged and creating motivation for our employees by way of using technology and systems, maybe gamification and personalized health and wellness system would be something which we would be focusing on. So today we are looking at our organization and the new talent, which is going to be a daunting for us to attract talent. And to do that, we have to revisit our employer value proposition and also recruitment marketing. Our focus this year would be in six themes, which will be around culture, around secure employment, uh, would be around total rewards, wellness and creating flexibility, skilling and upskilling of resources. We would be running campaigns and drives to encourage and engage with the top talent and ensuring that tools and being audiovisuals which are attracting talent to us. From there, diversity and inclusion will also take an important role for us to strategize and looking for some programs like returnship programs, differential career paths, retaining and engaging with the top talent within the organization, giving them flexibility for diverse roles within the firm, implementing tools to create bias free assessments process would be again an important focus for the talent leaders. For fresh and young talent, we would be focusing on potential. We would be largely investing in academic partnership where hire, train, and deploy model would be our ready workforce for future. We would be expanding our talent outreach to tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and maybe also going to tier 2 tier 3 campus where we would be looking at various tools to test our candidates on their behavioral, their aptitude, their critical thinking, and run ideathons which can really test their innovation, their ability to think. We are introducing digital platforms to shorten the cycle of assessment of candidates from start to end. We would be looking at platforms which would be effective enough for sourcing and for shortlisting candidates. I think technology plays a very pivotal role in the human resource function, like talent acquisition and talent management. It is in the intersection of enhanced employee experience and proactive HR. It acts as an enabler to the talent leaders and also to the business, who would be able to make decisions which are independent of biases and can really promote transparency. Technology provides data driven insights which really empowers HR to innovate solutions for the business. I have been able to effectively strategize and anchor few positive changes, and we are also able to proactively address the changes we can emphasize in future. To start with, strategic growth outcomes, where we were able to analyze the competition, read the organization and talent mapping, successful acquihires and team grabs, which has kept the time and the cost of hiring as a priority. We are able to promote the culture of courage by driving diversity of thought, where we are able to hire talent from different perspectives and for which we have made changes in our assessment tools and processes. I have been able to drive the gender diversity for my organization. We are able to get new market penetration from tier 2 and tier 3 cities, which has really increased the percentage of diversity in last 1 year across business. Digitalization of talent acquisition process by adopting new technology platforms. It has also improved our turnaround time, and we are able to create a future talent pipeline by skilling and upskilling our alliance partners through our academic partnership. Well, I am personally inclined to work as a mentor and as a counselor and a coach to aspiring women and especially young girls who I can help in skill development, grooming them. I have been contributing to this space for last 8 years to some extent. If I were not a talent leader, I would have been running an NGO to support women empowerment and making them employable by creating respectful and impactful, sustainable livelihood, which which would really help them to succeed in their careers. So, well, one has to be ahead of the curve. You have to be a game changer and have to learn an art of possible. Embrace technology for sure. A curious to learn and zeal to grow. I think we have to demonstrate culture of courage and should be true change agent for an organization. Networking is very important, but building deeper human relations and connections should be very, very important. It's instead of competing with others, I think we should compete with ourselves to be the best version for our own self. Build followership with employees, with stakeholders, and with candidates. Right. With over 2 decades of a well rounded HR experience as a strategic partner and advisor to the business and leading and developing teams, I now wish to harness my leadership experience to a bigger cause by way of building strong followership and become a navigational beacon to develop future leaders. I would thrive to have a compelling vision and serve as a brand with high value proposition to my organization and to HR fraternity overall.
Forbes India presents Top 30 Talent Leaders of 2023, powered by Indeed.